Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to the channel of me being dumb, I guess. It's not really that, but seriously, welcome back. So, like I said in, community posts, I will be starting to do runs of this every single day, hopefully. But, so, I was considering doing this mode, but, so, I looked into this. This has a lot more complex stuff, but I would prefer this one. So, let's just do our first run of the series, I guess. So, let's see how things go, I guess. We do not need to care about this particularly because, again, it's not such a big deal. I'm not used to the big thing, by the way. So, so here's a typical thing I do, and I used to play this game on my iPad. I typically had the original map open here. If you were to do that timed thing, I will admit that you're going to be running into detainees are going to be your biggest pain in the butt because I believe the animation takes another 4 to 5 seconds to run, which is why I prefer this because, to explain, I think denied and, hold on, let me rephrase. Denied and approved person give 1 point, if correct. Every detained person gives 2. But I did learn something new recently, whenever I was looking over all the scoring. The amount of, it's 5 points per, 5 points per citation, so if you have 2 citations, it's going to take away 10 points, which is why I think this is a lot better for me, because I don't like to be rushed. So, we're going to start the run now, and we'll see how things go, because typically, I haven't played this in forever, too. So, this is going to be fun. So, typically, what I do... Also, I do like to do this, because it's a lot easier for me. And it does feel a lot more nicer doing it this way. I'll deal with this in a second. Outer grouse, I believe it's correct for, what is this? Integria. Outer grouse, correct. Male. Let me check if he's male, because typically that, date of birth, he did say transit. Passing through, yes, so then that's transit, yes. So, everything looks fine, but I need to check the expiry dates, because that tends to be where most of the denieds come from, typically. Oh yeah, I need to check for fakes, I believe. No, not rules. Documents, entry, permit. Cool. Everything looks fine. Short curly hair, yes. Ooh, hello. That is, let me see, because again, this is where you will lose time typically, because when they do typically this, oh, I can tell that that's wrong, and I will point it out for you guys. So right there, if you want to look like right there, you could see right there. This is immediate 2 points. This is an immediate 2 points. Look, wait. I believe it gives it to you whenever he passes this point, I think. No, it's when he steps out. But yeah, every denied person, like there, is 2 points, which is beautiful for if you want to deal with the 5-pointers. Let me get that for you, ma'am. Okay, so we already know the outer grabs is correct, so we don't need to check for that. Duration of stay, only 2 weeks. That's transiting, yep. Oh, come on! Are we getting another 2 points? This is another 2 points! How the hell are we getting this good of a start? Wow! I will admit that they are not this common, and that is funny. Okay, we will have to check for Boston really quickly, but yeah, that's fine. But typically they're oh. Well, I get to see if that's correct. I will get him on that, but I do want to check the rest of this just for the sake of it. Did he actually say immediate? I will move here. You're gonna move here. Okay, that's up to you. I actually don't know how to say most of these names, by the way, so don't expect me to actually say them. By the way, is this one right? Okay, so it's only your passport's wrong. 1982. Oh. Oh, yeah, that is what? Sorry, I'm gonna do the math here. He's like 27 days-ish off, which for you should be sad, specifically. Yeah, I think it's only his, first import stamp of the night. And honestly, he should feel grateful. I actually want to check this. Oh, I forgot to check his... Well, that's fine, but typically it doesn't really matter. Okay, even denied people are correct. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. So we learn. I want to check their entry permits first because I am that kind of scared whenever it comes to that. Transit, a couple of days. Okay. We will keep going until it ends, though. So we could get a very short run, or we could get a very long run. I want to guess that is correct for that, but I want to check the expiry dates because that tends to be where they go wrong. I don't see a problem there. Yeah, okay, so his entry permit's fine? Yeah, no, he has like 19 days left on the entry permit, so that's correct. Mustache, obvious. 82. Some of these that you can just check on your own. Like, this one, you could very much check on your own, but if you want to check if he has anything to get 2 points, I would suggest that for the sake of that we can actually take one, what, we could take one citation here if we really want to take a risk on it, but typically I don't want to take a risk. And also you can see how long our run is right there, so, hey. Sorry about the voice, by the way, this is my real voice, even though that the mic is making it sound like a high-pitched man, but whatever. Let's check in Korea really quickly, because... No, import, sorry. Okay. I was thinking that that was wrong, to be honest, because I think I was thinking of Kolechia, but Kolechia has these, so... Other than that, he looks fine. First entry of the day, for once. Or the week, whichever. I still haven't decided if we're doing these, once a week. Or anything close to that. Yeah, by the way, this resets every time. Oh, right, you guys need these. Also, I love that. Just fly. By the way, less paperwork, and we love that, to be honest. 158. You can't really check the measurements correctly on that. Female, yes. I want to say that she's in the right. Yeah, okay. So I want to guess that she's fine because typically the Artstar skins don't have issues. I'm saying typically they tend to not have very many issues, but if you had a lot more paperwork, then okay, that's why we had that for invalid birthday. I should have checked the birthday. God damn it. Again, this is why we took the hit, which is why I say that these guys are good to actually get enough to buff it. But now we need 10 points to sufficiently. No. This is where I think our start skins have a little bit of an issue. Citizens have an ID card. Where is your ID card? Dankeschön. We are not going to make that same mistake. We could actually check that right off the top because that's not a big deal. 170. I'm going to guess that's right. Yeah, 60. I do know that the Octavius, district is there. She is fine on the expiration date there because I could actually do the thing there. I think she's actually fine for once, and that's really funny. That is the funny part. She's funny. But other than that, their skins don't cause that big of a deal, typically. It's mostly your outsiders that are warier as shit. Please tell me if you don't have a passport, I'm going to laugh my head off. For the please. They took away your passport. Seriously? Why did they take away your passport? Why? I really wonder why they did, because that's really funny. Like, that's really funny. Come on, give me a, detainee, please. Are you gay as hell? Like, no offense, you two, but I kind of have to make that question apparent. Wait, are you a girl's name? I'm starting to question. Yeah, I was starting to question that. This is actually where you're gonna have issues because this takes extra time, and I think these two kind of take just as much time. Oh my fucking god, you very much are. Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to question. Ladies and gentlemen, don't want to question. Yeah, I was about to start thinking that was off. Media forever. Let me check the documents entry. Nope. Wrong. I pressed wrong buttons. Cool. I think other than that, I need to check important debt. I am getting a trigger finger for the inspection, by the way. Because it used to be a pain in the butt to have to go and press this button down here, but nope, I could just press my spacebar and then boom. Other than... Oh, I've been not checking for these guys. Hello, I'm so sorry about that. I actually may want to just pull this out if I actually don't feel like that's correct then. You are not any of these. I think I might have this guy was not that bad. I do wonder why they are wanted, though. Like, I feel like that's the one thing I think Papers, Please should have added is the ability to know why they are wanted, so then that you have a little bit of a lower insight, but my guess would be most of these are just like a, oh, I didn't check this. I feel like we're about to lose if this is an issue. Please be right, because yeah, okay, thank you. Because I was starting to think that he wasn't that, but I was starting to take suspicion. You know that gross is right. 83. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine out of gross. I need to check your thing here because typically I think it's this that tends to be the one that gets them. No! I thought I saw something off. Do you? I am really curious. Do you actually? Let's see if this tells me. No known alias. Let's see if... Oh. Wait, so then... Let's see here... This is 2 points off the bat, and I love it. I don't think he was, so I think we're about to be able to get to the point where I think it's whenever I am not on that iPad, I make stupider mistakes. Passing through a couple weeks. Okay. St. Marmaro, I believe that's right. I want to check, though. Marmaro in Repepio? No, not Repepio. Integria. Don't know where I was thinking that. Yeah, that's fine. Brock and Sander. Need to bring that. Check you. Yes. I already know transit's a couple of weeks, so I know that's fine. Oh, nope. I thought I saw an issue. Do you? Let's see if your fingerprints match. They don't look like they do. Yeah, I thought they didn't. Please let me through. No. 2 points. Why are they so common today? They are so common today, and that's really weird. I don't typically see them being this common. Oh, sorry, buddy. That was a... Whoa. Okay, never mind. I don't know why I thought that that was wrong for a second. I don't know why I thought... Oh, yep, expiration date's fine. Oh. It's fine, he has 21 more days on the entry permit. Need to check for A. Okay, good, that's fine. Yurko City, I need to check Coachio real quickly. Yeah, that's fine. 92. Do you have? This is why I said that doing it on the time thing is a little weird. Okay, then that's fine. I see no issues if that says that that's correct. By the way, is that right? Okay, whatever. Other than that, I think that's fine. I think they typically have like one little thing, and I think there's a chance that it just comes up to be a please just be right. Good. We are actually about to be at the spot where we can actually take a risk. Oh, you have a god damn it on the work pass. I think the work passes is where you're gonna have an issue because they are such a pain. Wait, do you need a work pass? Let me check. You have a job here. I need to check if you need an entry permit for that. My brain thinks that you do. Must have... Oh, workers must have a work pass. Okay. Foreigners require an entry permit, so I'm guessing if I were to do this... I think you do need your entry permit. Yeah, that's what I thought, because my brain knew that, hey, I thought that entry permits are required nonetheless for foreigners. You are coming from Colegio, which is a foreigning country. So I kind of suspected that. So now we can take a risk, because that is correct. We can take a risk now. I knew that something was off on that. 84, yes. No check transit 2 weeks. Yeah, that's right. It's 18 days on the entry permit. Sorry if I'm not giving my commentary. I'm starting to getting to the point where I'm actually taking this a little seriously. Need to check if he's actually. I think the closest one he would have been related to is that one. Which, no, he does not. He has 4 more months on that. Sorry, thinking. I think the supplement is where he could actually have an issue. Oh, okay, yeah, I could have used the thumbprint as a way to check. I think he's fine. I think I can't. Oh, yeah, right, I can't take a risk now. But I don't. I only want to take a risk if I feel like he's going to be wrong. But this guy looks like he's a-okay for the most part. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a risk with him because now... Because if I am wrong, then we have to get up to 15 in order to... I think that you just have to know when you're wanting to take a risk. That was why I was taking a risk in valid sex. I didn't think about that. Again, you got lucky because I wasn't thinking. I wasn't paying attention to the female part, but now we have to take a risk. Okay, I wasn't thinking because of this, typically, but... 8369... Entry permit... I think she said... Okay... I know that West Reston's there. Don't need to check that. Date of birth. Straight hair. You don't like that you're curly hair, but okay. Yeah, oh, you are getting there on the identity supplement. You are getting there. No, I think we're good on this. We may do a second run, depending, but... Honestly, showing off that the... Like, on the start of the run, us having so many, detainees is just really weird. Because you don't typically see that. I really mean that. You typically don't... You look oddly close, but you are lucky. I know that Boston's in there, by the way. Female, I'm gonna check that really quickly because that's what got us. And I don't want to make another mistake. The funny thing enough is that the ID numbers are never wrong. That's the weird part. Let me check Repubula. I can't say it. Boss. Yeah. Okay, as I thought. I was gonna... let me go back to the entry permit. Oh, and I should have checked his work pass, though, too, but his work pass is sealed because that's another potential forgery, but... Yeah. Thanks, she's fine. Because when you look at this, this doesn't look as bad, but... I am going to be honest, typically people don't think about the female part. Or checking the sex, rather, because you don't typically want to check that most of the time. Because it's a weird question to ask. Where's your ID supplement? I knew that you have an issue right off the bat. Give. If you have it, give it. You never got one. You never got one. Don't even need to think farther, thank you very much. Checking your age off the bat. Wait a second. You look... Okay. This question is in Arstotzka, because that is right. Wait a second. Oh, yeah, no. Wow, he has a lot of time on his thing there. P6. Need to check his... I will admit that rarely the pictures are wrong. Rarely. This is what got us last time, and I just wanted to check. Bernstein. Is Bernstein in that range? I don't... By the way, I never memorized these. Okay. I never memorized the districts, to be honest, because they are not that big of a deal, but typically they are not. They are not your biggest deal to deal with. I think Otsotkins are kind of the easiest to deal with if you think about it. Because they do not require a ton of work on them. I think it's mainly like foreigners, which you get most of the time, who are the kind of the pain in the butts. You kind of lucky, I really thought. Transit 2 weeks, I'm guessing? Transit, yep. Let me check this, because typically that's the one thing I think. Again, 19 days on you, you're lucky. Okay. Checking your sex. Okay. For once, I think he might be fine, because I haven't seen the issuing city be wrong yet. Yeah, no. I think Papers, Please is being nice on the issuing city, but I know it will give me a wrong issuing city at one point. I need to check for a forgery really quickly, because typically I don't want to take a risk on that. I think he's fine, though. Oh, wait. You are close to that? Wow. Oh, you're getting lucky on the supplement. I can tell you that right there. I'm starting to read this, though, by the way. It goes year, month, day. So, yeah. You can see it right there. That's how that they're doing it. So, I can actually start reading these a lot better, which is going to make checking the expiry dates a lot easier. 1026. Yes, that's fine. You're not on that list. Checking these, because as long as I know one of them is fine, then they are all fine. Yeah, I think she looks fine, because I don't need to check the weight, because that's kind of the easiest one to check. Starskins tend to be right, though. What got it? I said that they were going to get me on the issuing city at one point. Alright. That was close. 10 points was the highest we did get. Okay. That was fine. Realistically, we actually got far for once, and I think, you know, next time I think, this is, okay, let me admit. This, you're not asking for a lot, but I think the ID supplement makes it easier to get detainees. This just makes it hard for timed. But typically you want to do endurance with this, because I think that will make it easier. This kind of throws everything into one ball, but I don't want to do that because that's an overwhelming amount. Why did I open that? My bad. Anyway, but, yeah. That is Papers, Please. Run number 1. That was, I'm going to admit, a long run, but we actually focused, and I did say that. So, here's something I do want to admit. If you notice something hasn't been wrong in a while, expect the next thing to be that, oh, let's say that, how I said earlier, that I said, oh, really, that the issuing city is going to be wrong. The issuing city tends to be wrong. By the way, we never saw a diplomat. I think the diplomat is rare because he doesn't have a ton of work connected to him. I think that will make your runs easier on that. on that part. We are not going to do another run unless I feel like, hey, you know, very short recording, let's do another run. No. We did get to 10 points. Again, like I said in my community server, detainees are probably your best way to get enough to go against the penalties, because your penalties will be able to get you a lot more points to battle back. I should have not thought, I should have set the issue in city. I don't know what his issue in city was, and I don't think I was paying attention to it yet. I think that was my issue, is that I'd just go blank a little bit. Anyway, see you guys next time for maybe run number 2, maybe tomorrow or next week. I don't know. Whenever it is, see you guys later. Yeet. Or better yet, see you guys next time in laboratory. I don't know. I will work on a catchphrase. God damn it.